Alright lads, my name's Dara Curran, aka the Guinness Guru, and this is Only Cans, episode 8. A dose of Only Cans, that's your only man. So sit back, relax, that's the only plan. Grab yourself a Guinness or Peroni, man. Welcome to the show, this is Only Cans. Cheers!
And the lacquer there, in shot.
It's fucking cool.
I'm just asking, man.
That's all I'm just asking. Jesus Christ, I'm sure you've never done a video in your whole life.
This is fucking gas. Hello. Oh, here we go. First read. Oh, baby.
I'll just fucking say whatever. I'll probably have to
Here we fucking go.
This won't be able. How are you lads?
I'm gonna be laughing here in the background.
Shut up, I'm doing the intro. I'm here with my one of my best friends.
Oh, cute.
In the world. He's moaning already. He listens to the podcast. I don't watch it. So he doesn't know what's going on here with the mics. You need to hold it up to your fucking face.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Some bit of kit, ain't they?
Yeah.
$4,000 them. Just fucking look at this guy.
It's like a dildo split in half with a fucking muffin top on the end.
How would you know? You big creep.
Oh, I can't believe we're holding these and sitting like this. It's horrific.
He got here. I should probably introduce him.
Got here 40 minutes ago.
Kento, my good friend, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks very much. It's a pleasure to be
Close
on.
to your mouth.
Thank you very
now you're
much.
shouting into it. So, yeah, this is a weird one because usually, like, the guests are like have something going in their lives, but
Rude.
this is just my pal. But we're gonna just talk all about
Obviously struggling for content and
drinking.
guests, so I
Very
get
much,
the shout
very
to
much.
call up.
You got the call, and you'll probably get the call up again. We're on the Moretti's, beer and Moretti's, because Kento wouldn't drink Guinness.
I'd have a Guinness, but I wouldn't drink cans of it.
Why not?
I wouldn't have a couple. I just wouldn't. I don't think I've ever had a can of Guinness.
So why?
I'd drink a
don't you-
pint, no
Why
bother.
don't you try it? But you only drink
Well,
the pints.
hold on. You rang me today and said, what beer you have? And I said, I don't know. Do I need cans?
But is it fair to say you only drink Guinness because of me?
Absolutely not. That is an outrageous statement.
That's-
No, absolutely not. Fucking hell. I
Sorry.
nearly stopped drinking Guinness because of you. But anyway.
You didn't drink Guinness before, and
I
then
didn't no, I'll tell you why.
I started doing the Guinness Guru, and all of a sudden you drink Guinness.
I'll tell you why I drink Guinness. So
Tell me for why.
I'm a Coors man, and I still will be a Coors man. But
Yeah.
I was thinking, when was it? Probably or winter before last. I'd like a good whiskey, so I said, "Geez, I'm and a nice few pints during the day. Not really big into the nightlife, so I said I'm a pure Guinness and whiskey man."
Because we're getting old, Kento.
So I said I'd take on the Guinness and give it a shot and just.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah, oh, thanks very much to the Guinness family.
You're welcome. I let you drink the Guinness.
Cheers.
And to be fair, it's a good week to get you on. Now, I was trying to plan this for Yonks, but I was going to make it just seem like I was talking about you in the podcast last week and then just got you on. But these things take planning. But you're pretty much getting shouted out every fucking podcast.
Yeah, I was thinking there.
Do you get little fanny flutters
I
when
do
you
not.
hear your name?
You'd swear I was some kind of fucking madman, like, but
Yeah.
it's not that. Like,
Well, you are
the way you go on, like,
If-
and then I think about it, like, I don't smoke, I don't, do drugs or anything, like, the way you go on, you'd swear I'm fucking hanging from the lamppost every night of the week, but
You're my cunt,
it's
Sean.
it's not like that.
But if it wasn't for you, there would be no splitting the G.
That's true. That is true. Thank you for
gotta
that.
give
yeah.
that to yourself. I wouldn't give you much, but I'll give you
Thank
that.
very much. I think it was a
We
going
were
away
in the-
party up on the Fox, was it?
Stevie O'Neill,
Yeah.
shout out, doubt he listens, was going back to Australia. We were in the Fox scene, and you said to me, I think I had literally been doing the Guinness Guru about 2 weeks, and you said, "Do you ever do the split the G?" And I said, "What's that?" And we did it, and it was fucking lit.
Yeah, we ended up goose from trying necking half a pint each
So
time.
if any of you have split the G after, like, if you've watched my videos and ever been like, oh, let's do that split the G, this guy right here,
That's me. You owe me a pint.
support.
Oh, here
Kento,
we go.
I wasn't gonna do this with you because it'll probably it's probably going to turn out shite and I'll probably have to re-record it. But this is my first
Sell out.
Hashtag sellout. First sponsor of the podcast. Why aren't you looking happy? You're not happy for me.
You sold out, man.
You're not fucking
You
happy
sold
for
out.
me.
I thought you were doing it for the love.
Support for
You sold out.
Only Cans is now brought to you by Manscaped. I should probably have the thing in my hand.
This is
Shouldn't
horrific.
I should probably get it.
Or something.
I'll get it there.
To be fair, you were singing its praises now when I came and I was asking you about it, so I
So.
would give you that. Yeah.
There you go, lads. That's the Lawnmower 3.0. Support for Only Cans is now brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. That's good.
That is so
Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all your below-the-waist grooming needs. So go to manscaped.com. Use the code CANS20 for 20% off, lads. You can get the Lawnmower 3.0, you can get the Weed Whacker, you can get the whole lot, or you can pick and choose. CANS20 for 20% off your order. Only available in Ireland now.
You're a genuine guy, so you wouldn't lead your followers up the wrong path. How many, so best in men's below the waist grooming, how many below the waist grooming products have you tried to make that claim?
Probably 3. And I found with the I tried it yesterday, and I was saying to you earlier,
You were.
genuinely, usually when you're shaving the nuts, you're shitting yourself. This thing has a little yoke on it, and you can just shave away. Doesn't nick your balls. Your balls will thank you. If you use a beard trimmer for your balls, it just. What are you looking at that so much for?
I'm reading this.
It's fucking
Make
mine.
every day feel like St. Patrick's Day for your balls
Yeah, I'm not
with
reading that bit.
Manscaped.
But when you fucking shave, usually all the hair gets caught up, like clumped up in the razor. But this just free flowing. If Manscaped are listening, I presume they are, because they're going to test to see how bad this ad read is. Send one there to Kento, because you are probably top 3 hairiest
All right.
men.
Next topic.
I know.
I do need one of them. Like I could do with it, to be fair.
Yeah, so Manscaped, if you're listening, send the big rig.
The battery will last up to 90 minutes. Holy Moses! I probably
So you could probably do your body in. You could do your body in 2 goes then, if the battery lasts 90 minutes.
Stop that.
Just launched. Yeah, this is the main thing that they've just launched in Ireland. Kento, you were actually saying this is genuine. Kento went to buy one, Manscaped.
No,
a few
I
months ago,
clicked on
and
it ad.
couldn't buy it. Now you can, lads, because it's only available in Ireland. Now, do not read. Host to talk about a time when he's hurt his ball.
We've all been there, to be fair.
Do
It's
not read.
fucking awful.
Genuinely, that's something I have done,
Yeah, same. Yeah.
and I'd say everyone has done. It's crazy business. You nick the ball sack, and
It's
it's
just
like,
blood.
because you know, like under the old wiener, it can be
Yeah, we all know.
you can sag, or it can, like, you gotta pull that shit and like stretch it out,
Okay,
and you can nick it. Do you know what I mean, Kento?
No comment.
No comment. Good lad. It's also got a fucking torch on it. Look at that, Kento.
Oh wow!
Kento's fucking growing him. Yeah, got a
Unreal.
torch, so you can see if your electricity goes out.
Yeah, or you like to shower in the dark.
You can, yeah, and you can use it in the shower because it's waterproof. I think those are the main points. If you want to buy one of these bad boys, lads, and trust me, they are. And this thing, I've been very wary of. I'm selling out now, but I've been very wary of sponsors and all that stuff up until now. Genuinely, it seems like a cool company. I don't think they really care what I say in this ad read. Just once it's go crack, and once they sell a few products. Cans 20 for 20% off. Your balls will thank you.
Nice.
It's 2 guys hanging out. Yeah, we're at the kitchen table. Kento wasn't a fan of it. He wanted to sit on the couches. I did too.
We're at the
but
couches. There's some ring light here on us.
yeah, it's class.
Oh, he's a lads, but also fucking ring light. Spent 40 minutes setting it up, but anyway, that's what the pros do.
You fucking show off your new teeth there. Go on. Yeah, the picture I'm going to use for this
Right.
is from, I presume I'm going to use it from the doghouse. It's me and you
Solid.
with our points.
Your previous WhatsApp picture till you messaged me the other day, and I'm gone. I got cut.
But yeah, doghouse. Good crack apart from having to wait about an hour for your first pint.
Good crack. Yeah, I turned up late because obviously I was getting a lift out from Southside.
Don't say where you live, man. You're going to get mobbed after this podcast. You're going to be so famous.
So get there. I think it was actually the night of my birthday, was it?
It was,
I got there and everyone roaring and all because obviously I'm such good crack, etc.
Yeah, fair.
Shite, apparently.
Fair.
And then so I sit in, think it's class, and the tap goes and there's spanners and everything coming out, and I'm sitting there thinking I made a horrific call. 45 minutes from home.
I'm going to fix your hair there.
Not a pint had for about at least 40 minutes, was it?
Half an hour.
And I was thirsty. Like, you're waiting all day, you're hemming and hawing. I was hemming and hawing about going, I didn't know whether to go.
And the best part of it was there was 6 of us there, because that's what the COVID restrictions allowed, Sean. There were 6 of us there. 5 of us had worked in bars before. Now mine wasn't much of a stint, but I'll get on to that. And one lad, Toonsy, had never worked in a bar, and he's the one who figured it out.
Yeah.
So that just says a
There you
lot
go.
about our sort of group IQ, I guess you could say. But speaking of working in bars, myself and Big Shawnee, God, back in, I'd say, fucking car.
10 years ago, probably.
10 years. We worked in this pub, this fucking bar in Ashburn, and Kento was in there since you were literally like 16, weren't you?
17, I think.
17.
16, 17.
And you were like manager by the time you were like
Yeah.
21 or something.
I think it was Carnage,
Which
yeah,
is so
22
weird.
or something, yeah.
But I had my 3-month stint over the summer. Was it? No, it must have been during school, because we were doing the leaving cert at the time, weren't
Were
we?
we?
Yeah, remember the night before?
Yeah.
2 days before
Yes,
leaving.
yes.
We fucking, because you don't finish up till like 4, and then it's like you're trying to drink, and you.
It was a bank holiday, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were fucking pissed at like 8 in the morning going to
remember
McDonald's and all.
I
And
got home at fucking about 10 o'clock on the Monday morning.
Yeah.
Fucking fell over in the garden and all, man, with bright and the
us in our black fucking
English paper 1 on Wednesday
English paper
at
1 on
9
Wednesday.
o'clock.
Absolute scenes. How'd you do in
Oh,
English?
Stuff good, yeah. B2, I,
I didn't
think
do
so.
bad in it
Happy
either.
enough, yeah.
But like, how good was I at working in the bar?
Oh, horrific, the laziest man. And I don't know how.
You weren't.
others,
I don't think you were the manager. No,
I
you
wasn't.
weren't. We were
no.
only like 8.
But
we were
like, I
literally
did
18.
know a good day's work from a bad day's work at that stage. I don't know, like, because I used to get, because I think me and my sister kind of got you in or whatever.
Yeah,
Bit
you
of
texted
bar
me one day.
back,
I was
like,
working in
yeah.
the hot dogs in Croker. Shout out Croker. And you were like stuck for someone tonight, and I went in. And what was my job? Barback.
Barback, yeah. Jesus Murphy.
Basically-
You think anyone could do it, like, but
Basically running around the fucking bar, and people howling at you to
So-
get them a pint, and you're not allowed to serve them.
there is context here, like, because obviously the bar is like a hotel with 40 rooms,
Yeah.
a bar and a late bar, and then a nightclub as well, and the only late bar in Ashburn. So obviously we knew basically everyone that was in there shouting and roaring and fucking
Yeah, it
clicking
was
fingers and all.
yeah.
So not ideal, like, but that had a bit of crack as well in it. But yeah,
I just
so
remember the first day, your man, fucking Christy or something was his name, and he took me down to show me how to change the keg. So my job was essentially change the kegs and make sure the shelves are stocked.
yeah,
That was it. Didn't have
easy,
to,
easy.
easy peasy. No, tough gig. Fucking impossible. He takes me down to the cold room, and he's like, yeah, so this is how to change a keg. And he was a man of few words, this chap. This is how to change a keg. Bing, bing, bing.
Yeah.
Fucked off. And I was like, what? And then 5 minutes later, Kento or someone who's working in the bar is like, yeah, we need we need cores. It's like, what's that mean? Like, change the keg. It's like, okay. Down to the cold room.
Oh.
And my God, I must have got half the fucking keg.
When you
myself.
get, I was just gonna say, when you get them wrong, they go
I
bad.
don't think I ever
like,
got it right.
Oh,
I
some
think
nights you'd be coming out
I'm
stinking.
pretty
like.
sure I was like begging you the whole time to do it
Yeah,
for me.
I
You were
used to
like, this
run
is
down
like,
then.
this is literally the main bit of your job, changing the keg.
Yeah.
I was like, Kento, I can't do it.
And I just showed you so many times. I remember. Oh,
I could not do it. Even when we were in the doghouse then, and I was like, I had these bad memories. But
PTSD.
well, yeah, PTSD. But luckily, thank fuck, we were wearing a black uniform.
Yeah.
Is all I said, because
They
I
changed
swear
it
to
to
God,
grey then after.
did they?
Like,
Oh my God!
silliness,
Because you could
like.
get any amount on the black,
Never
and you
about the
wouldn't see
sweat,
it.
like,
yeah.
but-
And then and the sweat, fuck me, you'd be absolute. The place would be heaving,
Yeah.
and you'd be pissing sweat, and I just You said laziest man. Fair point. I'd run down and just sit in that cold
Sit
room.
in the cold room.
I'd have my armpits up against the fan, the cold fan, and just
Fuck's sake. And all of us, the rest, the other fucking 12 or 14 of us running around like headless chickens.
so funny.
A man for himself. That's what the big lad is.
And I didn't even get sacked. I left.
Yeah.
So that was a good 2 months. But being manager of a fucking bar at like 21 years old, what's that like?
Yeah, but like it's a different bar. Like it's
Yeah.
local. You know everyone. I loved it. I actually loved it. I did. But
Well, you had the personality for like you're fairly. We're obviously different, but I think we're similar enough in speak our minds. Like you have no problem telling someone, even if it was even if it was me and I was pissing at you, like Dara, you're acting a cunt.
yeah, fuck off. Yeah.
So
And that's probably best off.
I don't think
like,
anyone was like, that's weird that he's manager. Just sure you were there probably 4 years. Anyway.
Yeah. It was weird like the way it went, but it was funny. All right, you'd be walking up the street on a Monday morning and people be freaked to see you, like, because you're obviously working Friday late, Saturday late, Sunday late. Some of the things you see are just
That is fucking
no one needs to repeat them.
Jesus Christ, man, that was great times.
They were good times, to be fair.
Speaking of good times, Tenerife.
The best times.
Good and bad times.
The best
for you.
times.
My God, our 6-year holiday, and the fucked up thing is, would you believe me if I told you, it's 10 years this summer.
Yeah, fuck gas.
2011, like holy
That's
fuck.
scary.
We're 28 now. We were obviously 18 when we went. When you think about it, like, what was there, 20 of us?
I think 21, yeah.
21
5
of
of
us.
us went over and then 16 followed.
Yeah, and then we had the t-shirts and all.
It was
Such bad names on the t-shirts as well. They were so unoriginal.
yeah.
Yours was what,
And
like,
the numbers.
yours was like Kenta.
Yeah.
Mine was Big D. Like they were so and numbers, yeah, they were so bad.
The numbers.
And then you got yourself into a bit of bother.
Yeah, so
And was it the second day?
the second night, yeah. So 5 of us went over. I think whatever way it worked. I think some of us did it with a travel agent, which was all the rage back then.
Yeah.
Then the rest of them
R.I.P.
booked themselves. Yeah, I'd say he is R.I.P. 5 of us went over, and obviously I think that was my first like lads holiday at all, was it?
Of course it was. We
Yeah,
were only 18 years
like,
old.
yeah,
First
so-
and probably only major one like that.
We were excited, and it was just carnage. Like we thought we were the shit.
It was unbelievable. Sure, 2 weeks of drinking every night and not a
Yeah,
fucking bother on
so
you.
5 of us went over. Well, not a bother on you.
Ish.
And then so we had one night out, I remember, just the 5 of us, and then the next night I think all the lads joined. No, sorry,
We had 2
the
nights
next
before they got
yeah,
there.
so 2 nights, and then they came at like 12 o'clock or in the day on the third day. So
Yeah.
we were all obviously buzzing, like, and we kind of
Yeah.
thought we knew the lay of the land. We were like, we were in
Yeah,
Geordie's
this
last
bar,
night,
lads,
and then we went to Lineker's and all, and we thought we were the shit, like, and
Fucking hell.
so obviously the 16 lads come full of beans, and we're all drinking. I remember we had the 2 litre bottles of 7-Up or whatever, and we cut them because
Yeah.
we had no glasses. So we cut them like in half, and
And
they were
the-
big
and the-
fucking litre
the
things,
top
and then
of
a
it
bottle
would
of
fucking
Jaeger.
cut your lip.
Yeah, silly business. But
Bottle of Jaeger in.
anyway, we all went out then first night, 21 of us, and obviously you have all the reps there, and they're trying to get you in.
£5
yeah,
vodka,
yeah.
7-Up, I'll get everyone in.
And obviously we didn't know any better. Like, so first one, I'd say we were just like,
yeah.
boom, yeah. We
How
set up
much?
shop, yeah, unreal,
Fiver?
yeah,
2 double vodkas.
unreal.
Sign me up.
We were nearly there going, we'll give you €8. We'll give you 8.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we wouldn't do you, but
And then
anyway,
the
I
fucking
don't know.
little shots of like, they give you like this. Like you get your vodka or whatever, and then there'd be like 400 shots. Of that. No one would. On the first night, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, free drink," necking them. By the fucking 14th night,
You're
they're
like,
not being touched.
"Fuck
Yeah,
off."
you're like, don't even bother with it. Don't waste your
Yeah.
time with the shots. We're grand. Bring us the hard stuff and fuck off.
Yeah.
And I'm giving you €2.
it was literally like that, wasn't it?
So then,
But the middle bit now is hazy, but we obviously had a great night. I don't know what happened. I just remember I woke up on a beach, and it's kind of half bright on a beach, and I was like, oh jeez, this isn't good. Sorry, no shoes, no socks. I don't know, did I go out in flip flops or what? But no shoes, no socks. Sorry. Right, let me cut that bit.
No, I'm not cutting
Cut
anything.
that bit.
You are
not one take
fucking
wonder.
up. You said you were nervous. You said
wonder.
you should have been nervous because you're
So,
shy.
I must have had shoes and socks on, but no t-shirt, so just in shorts basically. And I was like, oh, this isn't good. Obviously, yeah. Oh, it was bad for me. I'd say it was bad for everyone else as well. I didn't know where anything was. I knew our hotel was kind of an orange colour up the top of the hill, and that was about it.
Casa Caribe.
Yeah, never forget.
There's a free plug, guys. He's fucking thank me later.
So I woke up, sorry, long story short, and I didn't have a clue where I was, wandering around for hours. And they have like advertising boards, like the rolling ones, and they have clocks on them, like digital clocks.
Oh yeah.
So I remember I was walking around for a couple of hours, just up streets, down streets, trying to get a taxi, and all the taxis were saying no camiseta. Obviously t-shirt, I think. There you go, Spanish, Miss Gilmartin, Spanish class.
Dude, yeah, we
No,
did
whatever,
the same in
like-
the Spanish, but I don't remember camiseta.
I
but
don't know.
go on.
Anyway. No t-shirt. Anyway, they were fucking pointing at the rig. And so then I made a call. I was walking around and I said, right, if them clocks get to 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, whatever, I'm just going to lie on a sun lounger, sleep this off, and get up and go back and try find a hotel. Right. So I was wandering around for a couple of hours.
Oh, go on, yeah.
Yeah. So
fucking hell.
then I lay. It got to 11. I think it was 11. It got to 11 o'clock, and I said, "Fuck this! I'm sleeping." And then I slept. Did a big pile of them, like, so. I just lay on one and slept. And I don't know how long later, but a guy, obviously the guy who runs the sun loungers for the day, came to start his shift. He was like, "Hey, or you need to pay." And I said, "Oh, sorry," and just walked off. And then wandering around for another 20 minutes or whatever. And then I said, "Right, I'm on a beach. I know what the bars look like, Geordies and all, so I'm going to take a chance here, 50-50. I'm going to walk one way along the water."
Okay, so you just had no idea where you were.
No fucking idea. And then I see a sign, so I start walking and I'm like, oh Jesus. And I see a sign for Las Playas de las Americas, which was like the area we were in.
Yeah.
So it turns out, anyway, I was in Los Cristianos, which was I don't know how, a couple of miles away maybe. So I walked and then eventually saw Geordies, came in and was going up the hill, and then I met three of the lads who were on their way down. This was fucking 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the day, like on their way down to the police station to try find me. Obviously it wasn't that urgent, but they waited till lunchtime.
It wasn't me either.
Yeah,
because I don't remember that.
So they were on their way down and they had a big bottle of water, and obviously I was dehydrated a bit, so I necked about almost probably a litre of water straight in.
Hard cunt.
Straight away, boom, straight back up, all over the ground. Horrific. And then I get back to the hotel anyway, no phone or nothing, and horrific sunburn and sunstroke from I literally, you could see the white of my shorts, like from the leg up and the waist up and the leg down. It was horrific. A couple of days later then the shoulders were yellow and black. Remember the blisters? Oh, it was I've never seen anything like it.
This is so funny because I, to this day, was still... Actually, I'm just going to check the fucking camera. Oh, good.
We're all good. Get back in.
To this day, I always was like, what? It doesn't really make sense, because I always thought you just fell asleep at night and then woke up and you were sunburned. No. But I was like, you wouldn't just wake up at like 2 in the day.
Yeah,
but the fact that you made the ridiculous decision to say, if that clock doesn't hit,
but like, what else was I gonna do? Like, just I was in the wrong village, like, so
you're not getting into a bit of shade or something.
Like, I don't know. Like, I was still
lost,
lads, like, you
the
know,
fucking sunburn. Oh my god, I've never and I will never see anything like it.
It was absolutely horrific. The skin, the peeling of it was coming off in about a foot, square feet.
You'd come out of the shower and be like, anyone want a fucking foot of skin?
We went to the pharmacy then, and they gave me, like, I think it was nappy rash cream or something. It was. And I'd sleep on my back, and the t-shirt be stuck to me in the morning. It was all around horrific.
Yeah.
Of course, I didn't think anything of it, because initially at the start, like, I got back to the hotel 3 o'clock in the day or whatever, and everyone was just sipping away at the pool. So I just went down and, sat in more.
But you wouldn't realise it right away. It's that night and then the next morning.
And with a wet t-shirt on my shoulders, like, and then Jesus, the next day I knew I was in trouble.
Yeah. I
remember we saw someone down the strip then a couple of nights later, and your mum was like, "Oh, you're the guy with the yellow and black shoulders from the hotel." Remember?
Oh, you were like a local celebrity.
It was awful. But anyway, so I had lost my phone that night, And I was like, Grant, you're 17. It was only a blocky or whatever.
Oh, I remember you had to use fucking one of our phones.
It was carnage, yeah. So, and then I get home and Dad's like to me, so how was it? And I'm giving, because we were away for like, what was it, 10 nights?
Had you said 14 nights?
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. So, jeez, you wouldn't do that now. Madness. So
wouldn't do it
I
too.
think I, in fairness to me, now big up me. I think I missed one night. I went out and one of the reps wrapped his arm around my shoulders, and I said, this can't work. Like,
I was just gonna say, yeah. To be fair to you, you took it like a champ. It was very much like when it happened. It was thinking, because you were in my room.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Dave, and fucking housemate Dave. Jeez, look at us, still buddies now. 10 years later, huh? And the three of us shared the apartment, and you were literally, because we had your speakers.
Oh yeah.
And those two balls, remember that?
Yeah.
When Bluetooth was so new, and we were like, what the fuck are these? I can just bring this thing anywhere I want. It's so crazy. But it was just like Avicii levels and Wiz Khalifa, the trail, just constantly on repeat for 14 days. And I was kind of like, is Kento going to be all fucking moany now? I can't have the crack in the room. None of that. Don't get me wrong, you were lying in the room a lot, but I'd be like, yeah, alright, turn it up, man, fucking turn it up.
But like, it was full sunstroke. Remember that? Like, I was wearing like 3-4 hoodies, shivering away there, but just like holding it together during the day, getting my shit together, and then again at night.
How you got through it, like mentally, when you're just with fucking 20 lads who don't really give a fuck about your sunstroke. Are just trying to have the
on with it. I don't know how
you did. No, it was a serious test of character.
But then I got home anyway, and Dad's giving me, and I thought he was just giving the normal, what's the story? And surely, it was good crack, giving away nothing. And he goes, what's the story at the phone? And I was like, I just went missing, like out of the pocket or whatever. Might have got robbed or whatever.
Yeah.
And he goes to me, geez, that's funny that you say that, because we actually got a call on the fourth morning that you were out there from two girls who had seen you on the side of the street getting sick all over yourself and rang you an ambulance. And I was like, what? Because obviously I had no recollection. Like, I was like, what are you talking about? Surely I'd remember that. What are you on about? That's bullshit. Like, calling him out, and he's like, I swear to God, they rang us to get your home address, and they said you're all right. You went to the hospital or whatever, and they're going to send your phone back. And I was like, such fucking bullshit, Dad. Whatever. Like, you're just trying to freak me out.
Would.
Yeah, he'd love that. Like, yeah, like,
he's like you. He'd wind you up.
He'd keep that in the holster, and 6 months later, he'd be like, I remember what he said. And he'd get great fucking legs out of it. But a couple of weeks later, the phone comes back in an envelope with a note saying, glad to hear you're alive, or something like that.
Oh my God.
I couldn't believe it, because I have no recollection. Like,
your dad didn't say it to you then when you were ringing home on the holiday. He was like, just leave that till he gets home.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
They just played a cool, grand, no phone, whatever.
That was a good 20-minute story anyway. Fucking ended it there.
Sorry about that. This is a 6-part podcast series with Sean.
But the other thing I had to say about fucking Tenerife was when, I'll just say, one of the lads was going around shouting any gay, like, just, gay means like girls or whatever, any gay in this part. I think it was in that Geordie's place, and the bouncer takes him and absolutely reefs him on the table, and he's like, what? We were like, what's this bouncer's problem? We're only having a crack, like shouting any gay, like stupid, carry on, but only having a crack. And then he fucks Beggs Beggs alright, Beggs, he fucks him out, and I was like, me, Mr. Diplomatic, like, just thinking I was fucking like the mediator in all these things, steaming. Just wondering, like, what's the crack? Like, why did you like kick him out? Like, he's like, he's fucking running around this bar. Why am I putting on the new
serious accent?
Because it's Geordie's. I just presumed he definitely didn't. He was like, he's running around this fucking bar.
It's your story now.
He's running around this bar. Fucking And he's shouting out, like, does anyone have any drugs? I was like, what are you talking about? Are you saying any gay? He's like, no, he's saying any E. And they're like, nah, pal, any gay just means fanny, like, only having the crack.
And those back in them days, I think 17-year-olds or 18-year-olds are different to 18-years. Like, jeez, I wouldn't even know what he was or nothing.
If
you know, we thought we were hard men having 3 Jaegers on a night back then.
I wouldn't have seen a drug till fucking like 3 or 4 years ago, like
100%.
You know what I mean?
Gas.
You wouldn't have even been aware of them. So that wasn't as good as your story, but
yeah, very poor.
Rugby drinking
up rugby
culture. Where do you start? So myself and Kento have played rugby together pretty much since the start. You kind of dipped for a couple of years, didn't you?
I did. Well, first of all, back to the old. Back to first of all, back to the old school.
I'm not cutting any of your things.
Yeah,
so
cut it, man.
I'm not cutting anything.
It's my debut. You have to cut it. Remember, I got you into rugby. I was like, this.
Tell them the story.
Because I was fucking.
We were sitting in your
big rig
cabin
back in the day, like so.
We were about 15. I'm going to say
suited me.
14,
yeah.
15.
14, 15, I'd say, yeah. And I had. I don't know what it was. It was an
John
all
Alomu.
Was it? Yeah,
John. It was a John Alomu.
And I was always at the big D.
Rugby guide.
Come and play rugby.
Because I was
come
at
and
15,
play rugby.
I was like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
Pretty much grown fully, like.
Exactly, yeah. So I was like, it'd be good, like whatever. And I was kind of, I think I was the only one of our lads up the rugby club, like at that stage. None of the lads from school or anything. Were there, but they were then. Actually, yeah, take that out.
That's total
take
lies.
That out.
Collie, I think
I was the
Connor Miller was playing.
Yeah.
Because it was me, you, and Connor Miller. It was so random. Sitting in your cabin, and that's the night you convinced me. You've been trying to convince me for months.
Yeah, actually, sorry. So I started, and then I think the
you started, and then
the
lads. You started probably around first year, and the lads then started playing, and then we. It just popped in my head. This could be a 2-parter. This could be 2 weeks.
Fucking contract negotiations, pal.
Yeah, we'll just film it for like 6 hours and then I'll just use it. And you've got me to play. Like, how long have we taken to talk about you getting me to play rugby?
Pal, you're the moderator.
Fair point.
It's not on me.
So basically,
cut me off. Listen, feel free to cut me off at any time.
I'll cut you off the drink. Jeez, you're horsing through them.
Stop.
We'll get you another one now.
So basically, anyway, back to my story that I was telling again. Or you can tell it, because I was talking for ages.
You're the guest.
Thanks very much.
I just asked the questions.
So I basically was onto you, because you're obviously huge at that age.
John Alomu.
Some people call you freak.
Rugby.
Just not, I don't know.
Rules of rugby.
I probably still have it in my room.
It was rules, like.
What's it?
Because I was like, I don't even know the rules, man.
Yeah.
And then you convinced me, blah, blah, blah. And then I show up on a Tuesday, train Tuesday and Thursday. Didn't even know what a ruck was, a maul, what the fuck's a scrum.
Back in them days, our team was so bad at whatever, under 14s, under 16s.
Then lineouts,
didn't even
there was
matter,
no
really.
jumping.
Yeah.
But we played Ratotes, who were they good back then? No,
they weren't.
No, they were shy.
Yeah.
We played Ratote and they were shy. And
they always shy.
First game, fuck Ratote.
You said it, not me.
First game, I trained Tuesday, Thursday, not knowing anything, trying to read me John Alomu rules book, but nothing was going. Kento, you know me now with the old studying, wouldn't be the greatest, and still knew no rules. And show up Saturday to play a match against Ratote, and I'm like, I don't. It's not like soccer or you can just go on and kick the ball. You can this is the.
And back then, you've never watched it either. Really,
no, I didn't. I didn't like rugby. I didn't watch rugby. I watched fucking Gan hurling and a bit of soccer.
Figure it out. Like
hadn't an offside. Like the only thing I knew was you had to pass the ball backwards. Fucking hell! Like I remember getting into a ruck and just getting absolutely nailed. I mean, like, this is shocking stuff.
You hate rugby.
Yeah, but then it came to the line out and there was no lifting. So me being like 6'4", 6'5", it was literally, I was like, this is great. It's just being thrown in. I don't know who the fuck. Probably Danny Norton, the mad cunt. Throwing it in. And I was just like, oh yeah, I'm catching these. Yeah, this is great. So I got into it a bit. Then fast forward a few years and... yeah, just general rugby drinking crack. I think it's fairly unmatched in terms of banter, but just like the likes of Kangaroo Court.
Yeah, I think.
Talk us through Kangaroo Court, Kento. If you don't know what it is, Shawnee's going to tell you. Like rugby drinking culture is just, especially if you're not playing at a super high level, it's just drink, and it's fucking great. Yeah, but yeah, Kangaroo Court. Talk to me.
Oh, how would you describe it? So basically, what you do is you get as much drink, all the drink in the town, and you either have a room booked, or normally a lot of the time it's the end of the season, and in the dressing room it's just the players and the coaches. And Kangaroo Court, basically the way it should be done is someone keeps a logbook, or anyone can make any accusation. Basically,
you have a judge.
Yeah, you have a nominated judge, and everyone else is the jury. So I can be like I don't know about. I can call out Big D, so I'd like to make an accusation.
That's me.
But
by
like
the way.
really, the judge is there just to make everyone drink as much as possible and just get absolutely pissed. And if you make an accusation, if I make an accusation against you and you want to defend it, you can say guilty, and you might have to
So
I don't know
stupid.
drink a shot or something, or finish your drink. Or if you go not guilty, always a risky move. It's never going to go well.
It's like 5 times the amount of drinkers. or something.
Yeah, so if you go not guilty and you're found guilty, if you plead not guilty, everyone else is a jury and you plead your case, and all the time you're going to just get done.
So it'd be like, I accuse Sean Kent of fucking
full name, please.
I accuse Sean, aka Kento, of getting sick all over himself in fucking. Didn't happen, by the way. You're alright, Kento. Of getting sick all over himself on that trip to fucking Prague or something, and then you'd be like, "Yep, guilty," and you'll drink your shot, or else you'd be like, "Hold on now, I actually got sick on the ground." And then there's no point because everyone's like, guilty, and then you're drinking out 5 shots.
We're making it sound like the worst crack ever, but it's great, really. I swear.
It's just a load of fucking testosterone built up.
Yeah, and like sometimes you're dressed up, or
Yeah.
if you have like our rugby coach is a good man to get involved in that, and he'd have some. Like I remember one year he had a pack of eggs, like, and one of the forfeits was. So some of them were hard boiled, which was the one you wanted, and some of them were just raw eggs, like, and he had people smashing them against their own heads, like, to be fair, but it was just like roulette on whether you got a bad one or not. And then you'd have egg all over your hair or whatever, and you'd be up to town then, up to where we worked, like,
and I don't give a fuck. And I think there was a thing where there was like a deck of cards or something. It was written on the board, like, 1 means this, 2 means the egg, and 3 means you have to call your ex and all this. It was crazy stuff. Like, fuck me. And
this will be cut, but remember you got the card to call your ex, wasn't it?
It wasn't. No, it was just that fucking girl I was working in. It was the place I was working in. I was kind of seeing her. No, it was like call your wife or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And I had to call this girl, and I'd literally been on like couple of dates with her, like, it wasn't serious, and then, sorry if she's listening, it wasn't.
Fat chance.
And the ringer,
but you just flat out refused to, didn't you?
No, I
look, the Guinness girl.
I refused to ring someone else.
I remember that.
And then it was just like, oh, how are you? Just calling you to say I love you. And she's like, what? And that was fucking it, really.
Quickly tell.
Yeah, it's like, I'm with the lads, I'm only joking. Kangaroo court. And then pints of shite.
Pints of shite, yeah. And I'd say that's just an Ashburn rugby thing, I think.
I don't know.
I've never seen it or heard anyone talk about it.
I've never told it to someone and them being like, oh yeah, that's normal. Yeah. So if another kind of rugby, and we're making it sound, but we're making it sound the exact way it is. It's just pure debauchery, and like there's never any fighting around. It's just pure,
back in the day there was, but these days we're all good. A
couple of thumps here and there, but like it was just pure lads. But
but it was good, clean fun, to be fair. Like,
but pint of shite, because a lot of time you were the one making them, because Kento works in the bar, you pour it. So if it was like your birthday or something, what would you be getting?
But like the rugby club bar, like, is it's like a snug or an old man's bar in a pub, really, isn't it? In total, like, it kind of smells a bit. You wouldn't trust the bottles, that kind of thing.
You won't be let back in now, can you?
Yeah, but it has character, and it's been done up since. But back in the day, so pint of shite, any life event whatsoever. I remember my birthday used to be always around the first league game of the year. I always used to just try to keep it quiet every year, and I think I got away with it, to be honest. But
did you never have a pint of shite? You're joking. No. I had one on my 21st birthday. Stood up on a stool.
Basically, if you have any event, you're fucking looking around like, oh jeez, I hope I don't get called. Normally birthdays, like, next thing you hear the bell ring in the corner.
Fucking bell.
The fucking bell. Ding ding ding. Proper bell, like, up beside the phone,
so
remember?
Fucking funny.
And you're like, oh, I'm in trouble here. Everyone starts shouting pint of shite. So basically, pint of shite is a load of spirits, about half a pint of spirits, different spirits,
like 10 shots,
topped up with the rest with Guinness, right? And then obviously it's manky enough, and then so that's the pint part, and then the shite part is a Mars bar stuck in it. So and then you're up on a chair, you stand up on a chair, and you just have to down the pint, and then followed by eating the Mars bar. Did you get to the end?
Yeah. And then I remember I had a absolutely cracking joke. It was terrible. I whipped out the bar and I ate it and was like, "That's not a Mars, that's a Snickers." Got some laughs. Shocking. That was my 21st, yeah, but it was scandalous. And I had to go out to dinner that night with my family.
Good luck.
And
Yeah, because our games be on at 3 o'clock, so
Yeah.
you'll be back in the bar at 6,
Yeah.
showered and all, and everyone's kind of in the same state where you're dehydrated to bits. You have
Yeah.
a meal after, like a chicken curry or something, but
Yeah.
like,
and you're
really,
having a pint of shite at like 6 o'clock.
yeah.
No one gives a fuck. And
Yeah.
then there's no like aftercare. It's just
Oh, get down off that stool.
yeah, get down off that stool and go about your night as
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
And then I remember going to dinner with my family. To be fair, we're just like, yeah, we'll make this fucking quick. We had it. We got the fuck out. I was thrown back up to the rugby club,
Yeah.
and then it was fine. But oh my god, I've never been hit so hard by drink. Like, it's actually scandalous. You're drinking minimum 10 shots. Like, just the 10 shots alone. Imagine drinking 10 shots into a pint glass
Yeah, it's all mixed
and
as
expecting
well.
and expecting to function.
I
Like,
remember one night I was working. Remember, I won't name names, but I was working.
I know what you're
in
going to
the
say,
bar,
but yeah, go for it.
and I was working in the bar, and it was someone's birthday, and I don't know, did we have a match or something? I used to often go into work after and deal with you
Yeah.
degenerates then.
And just this guy whose birthday, it was like his 45th birthday.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an 18th.
Yeah, so the point is shy anyway, and obviously you have bar snacks, like, but we had no Mars bars or any chocolate bars behind the bar, so
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking, but
That was your idea.
I filled it up. Well, I was struggling for options, so filled it up with a few spirits and topped it up with Guinness, and then threw a bag of peanuts in. So your man thinks it's just a pint of shite with no
Oh
bar,
my
and he
God.
starts trying to neck it and nearly chokes on the peanuts. Remember, he
Yeah.
jumped off the stool and was like
And this lad,
hyperventilating.
this lad would drink 5,000 pints of Guinness and be
Easy,
fine.
Yeah.
By God, I've never seen him so drunk. It was he was up on the glass thing, like,
Yeah.
and him he's probably about 19 stone, and yeah, fucking peanuts in your pint of shite.
Oh, it was a bad call by me.
Unbelievable. So if you've ever had a pint of shite, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, because I do think it is just an Ashburn.
I
an Ashburn
fucking
thing, unfortunately.
highly doubt it.
And I haven't seen one in a while now. It's
it's
a
gone soft,
bygone
Kento.
era.
It's gone soft.
but back in the day,
We got just the good heyday.
we did. To be
Um,
fair,
Are you all right with talking about when you played the match drunk?
Mhm.
Yeah. So then you've got like I could literally this fucking. I'd probably split this up to 3 episodes: one Tenerife, one fucking rugby drinking, because there's so much shit
I
about
love the
them.
rugby drinking and the rugby.
There's just so much to it. Like, so when it's no, don't get me wrong, same as GA or whatever. I don't really know what the culture's like in like soccer or stuff like that, but GA and rugby would be very similar. Where if you're in a cup final on say a Saturday or Sunday, regardless of if you win or lose, you're going
You're
on
off
the
till
beer
Wednesday.
you're off to Wednesday, and you're on the beer for 3-4 days, and you were always a good man to keep that fucking
yeah.
fire lit.
I do love it though. I did always like to
Yeah.
celebrate them ones.
But so there was one time we won this Towns Cup final that we never shut up about, because it's the only thing. You've won a few All Irelands,
Yeah,
but
3,
it's the
just
Towns
3.
Cup, just a 3. But the Towns Cup final is the only thing I ever won in my short enough career. But after that, shout out Sean O'Brien if you're definitely listening. We were playing against, or it was in Tullow,
yeah.
and we were getting the bus home, and Sean O'Brien gets on and he gives us a crate of beers and all. Yeah, sound. Kind of didn't actually need to really say that part because there's nothing to do with the story, but
Absolutely nothing.
Sean O'Brien, you know what I mean?
Sound, yeah.
And then we were on the bus back, and I'm fairly sure it's you who started the we
Yeah,
like
were-
to drink
yeah,
with
it was actually shot. I was like,
insert name here.
I'd be a good man for a song, like, to be fair.
Unbelievable.
Just thinking about it, but we were all kind of sitting there, and we were all delighted, obviously, and some of the lads were wrecked. I was a sub, so I was full of beans, obviously. Yeah, so grand. But and then I remember everyone was like, "Oh, anyone have any songs or anything?" Like, and it was kind of like hit a low ebb. I was like, "Jesus Christ, we're after winning," and we had the medals and all. Like,
Yeah, it
you
was
know,
a bit
so
of a, like,
it was a bit of an
weird-
anticlimax.
yeah.
Like, so I just started. We started I don't know where I pulled it from, but I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know where I pulled it from.
We had the fucking we had that, and then we had the Chicago.
So I don't know where. Yeah, I just said, "Oh, we like to drink with," and then, Jesus, we're singing.
Did
we
you
must
not?
have sang it 1,000
Did you not
times
know
since.
if someone in college or something?
Must have been
something
probably
like that?
Griever. Could have been Griever. now.
Brian
Actually,
Grieve. He'll be
I
listening
don't.
to this.
I don't.
He's
Yeah.
someone who will actually listen to it.
I actually.
Griever, shout out to you.
I actually don't know who it was, but I'm gonna safely assume it was Griever from the college rugby days.
Fuck Griever, we'll just say it was you.
He steered me. No, he steered me well, so I brought that.
So
that
basically,
one
it
in,
goes, and it's
But lots of people know it.
We like to drink with Kento, because Kento is our mate, and when we drink with Kento, he downs his drink in 8, 7, 2, and you drink down a drink in 8 seconds, hopefully. And this ended up just haunting us for the next 4 or 5 days. Like, I remember the next day, so we had that night, I think half the team was like, had food poisoning or something from someone who I will not name's restaurant. And so like that night was
your rice.
that night was great. I was fine, but then I woke up the next day feeling sick as a dog, not sure if it was just the drink or the food poisoning, whatever. And it was about 2 or 3 o'clock, and yous were all down in the living room or this bar.
So yeah, your man who managed the bar at that time, they were the sponsors, which was great for me, obviously.
Oh, that's right.
There, so
that's right. Yeah.
Got basically the 3 weeks off or whatever, but he put on the keg of Bulmers and the keg of Heineken for us.
Yeah.
And but literally,
I got there and he was in full swing. Lads had tops off. There was sunglasses on,
in the day in the smoking area.
It was unbelievable. Like, it sounds grim. It was unbelievable. It's fucking just class. And I got there about 3 or 4. I mean, like, so sick, so hungover, in absolutely no mood to drink. And I arrived, it was like the back door you had to go in, arrive in. For some reason I was wearing flip-flops and jeans.
It was a Sunday, like there's people coming out from mass and stuff like that.
And because remember Pablo, that's when he was there, he's this guy from New Zealand, and he used to wear like fucking flip-flops and all, and so did you. So I was like, I'll rock down in my jeans and flip-flops, cool look. It wasn't cool. It was not cool. You can't say much.
I never wear jeans and flip-flops.
You definitely would. You definitely would. You wear flip-flops like to training basically. And I rock up, and I wasn't in, because we had all these free pictures. Like, I wasn't in the fucking smoking area place 10 seconds before a pint was poured and handed to me. And it's always this big and you're just going, like the drink with Dara, and then you just know, you're like, I can't not do it. I'm fucked here. Like, down the pint of like Heineken, whatever it was, ran straight into the toilet, puked all over my feet, and I was wearing flip-flops. So my fucking toes got a good see into. Absolutely unbelievable. And then I don't think I lasted long that day. And then I think it was the Tuesday then. We were on it all day Monday, and then the Tuesday.
Your man just gave me the whole week off, whatever you need.
Yeah.
Grand. I was
and
like,
so
fucking right.
So
we
Tuesday,
were only, like 19?
I think we were about... It was 2014.
2014.
So we were like
22.
21, 22.
Yeah.
But on the Tuesday, we were still going flat to the mat, like, and you were playing a fucking third team game, which we won't get into the nitty gritty, the semantics of it, whether you should have been or shouldn't have been playing that game, but you were down to play and start this third team, because it was gas, because all these cup matches were happening at the same time. It was like the fucking first team cup final, and the next week the second team cup final, and then the third team
semi-final,
and
final,
you were down to play on the Tuesday night, and you you had about
so like
how many points
the game was on the Sunday, Thames Cup final, then the rollover was on the Monday.
Not too close.
So the game was on the Sunday, the
on.
final, and then the rollover obviously was on the Monday. And then there was a few hardy souls out to Tuesday as well. So I think we met up the Stags about 12:30 or whatever. A few of us, and then I remember. So there's a few of us there, 4 or 5 max, like, and then a few more came, and then one of the lads who doesn't even play rugby, who works at like,
oh yeah,
I don't even know how specific to get here, but has a couple of kids now and is a great fella, like, but he just joined us on the Monday.
Fuck, that's funny.
And he was in the middle of the crack. He ended up coming on our end of year trip and all, but he came on. He was working the Tuesday, and he came in on his lunch break.
Oh my god!
At like 1 o'clock or whatever, because he was dying of death from the Monday. He comes in, and we offer him a pint. Oh, come here, do you want a pint? Like, we're out again, the couple's there, etc. And he goes, oh fuck yeah, I'd love a pint, yeah. He goes, come here, and we were like, come on, sure, stay out for a few, it'll be a bit of crack. And he goes, do you know what, I fucking will.
Yeah.
He rings his boss, I'm not going back after lunch, I'm after bumping into the boys again.
Fuck me.
Straight out, no bother.
I'd say people around the town thought we were some bunch of fucking retards.
Stop, it was carnage really, like the Tuesday in the Stags. I never want to be there again. But yeah, so I think I had 6 or 7 points, and it was like and like it wasn't me being a hard man, but I was like, fuck. About 5 o'clock, I was like, I have that thirds game against Ratote.
So
it
you
was.
totally
Yeah.
forgotten about it. Like.
I was like, yeah, because you just roll into it like so. I was starting 10 for the thirds, and we were out in the Stags, and I was like, oh fuck. I rang my mother, and she came and picked me up with the gear. So I think I went home for about 10 minutes.
Jesus.
I went home for 10 minutes, tried to get my shit together, and then went down to the rugby club, and our coach,
You definitely had a buzz on, like you had 5 points.
but
in
yeah. Like, and I was like, this is a bit of crack. But then on my way to the rugby club, I was like, oh, this could go horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you know. And so we went and played, and I think we won. Oh, it was a hard game, I think.
But and we all went up then, and we were still
I
drinking.
think we won like
on the
12-5
sideline.
or something. Yeah, so you were all drinking on the sideline on Tuesday night.
Well, you played
banging
grand,
you
didn't look like you were
I
drunk.
got smashed around the place. It was horrific. And then that was the night we ended up in Dicey's. So it was like from 12 in the day.
Oh my god, yeah.
We ended up we won. So I was like buzzing because my fucking head would have been on the chopping block if we had lost, or if I had done something wrong. There probably would have been repercussions. So we won. We beat Ratote. I was half locked, and I was absolutely delighted. They were smashing me around as well. There was a bit of bad blood there, I think. So
Yeah, well, not
always
for
good
any,
to get the win.
Not for any lack of.
I probably deserve some of them. Yeah.
You'd
I
be
remember.
Good man to rile up someone on a pitch now.
Just at the final whistle, I kicked it out, and some guy came in a good 3 seconds late and just hammered me, and I was kind of half getting up, but I was like, oh,
It was
God,
it was
that's
our
over.
old pal, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I was like, thank God that's over. So there was a ruckus, and everyone was grabbing and pulling and dragging, and I just got up and I was like, right, get me a beer. Yeah, exactly. You just can do what you want. I managed to get through it. Good luck.
Oh fuck, that is good stuff. Right, lads, that's going to do it for Only Cans episode 8. We recorded about another half an hour. That's going to be on the Patreon. So patreon.com/the Guinness Guru. We talked about the Euros. Kento was there in 2016, just talking about the session, how fucking crazy it was. We also talked a bit more kind of personally about, obviously because he's one of my best mates, does he think I'm like a different kind of person on camera than off camera, and what do him and the lads just think of the Guinness Guru thing as a whole? Do they think it's fucking stupid or what? That's over on the patreon.com/the Guinness Guru. Go check it out. Sell. Also, again, thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring this episode. Use the code CANS20 to get 20% off at manscaped.com. That would genuinely, it's my first sponsorship, lads. It would genuinely it would mean a lot if you're looking for something like that. It's not probably the type of thing you'll be in your head, but then when you realise how, like, when I was sent it and I used it, I was like, fuck me. You'd be thinking, I don't know how I'm ever going to shave without it again. So they are actually serious piece of kit, and I would hope that you would take my word for that, because I've never done much sponsorship stuff. So yeah, hopefully you can take my word on that. Manscaped.com, use the code CANS20 for 20% off. I think the razor itself, it's about 70 or 80 quid, so you'll get it for like 50-60. Great maths. So yeah, Only Cans. This has been episode 8. Thanks for listening, lads. The rest of the episode is on Patreon. Go check it out, and yeah, see you next week.